Yo, sound check, sound check. Let's get it, man. What's going on, y'all? Sounds good. We got lots to talk about, man. Lots to talk about. So the Golden State Warriors are 4-1. All like absolutely amazing start to the season. Their only loss, Portland Trailblazers on a back-to-back. It is what it is, man. You're not gonna win every game, especially with an older team. You're just not gonna win. You're not gonna go 82-0. It is what it is. But what matters is they won the games that you want to see them win. Like, obviously, you want to see them win every game, but they won the games where it's more of a measuring stick game. They beat the Nuggets. They beat the Clippers. They beat the Lakers. They also beat, who was the fourth win? I'm blanking right now. Lakers, Clippers, Nuggets. Who was the fourth win? Oh, the Grizzlies. That was just last game. They beat the Grizzlies, man. What a start. What a start. Shout out to y'all that's already in here, man. My bad, I kept y'all waiting a little bit. Some last minute stuff popped up as soon as I was about to push the live button to go live. Some stuff popped up, man, so I had to take care of that real quick. I appreciate every single one of y'all. It's Retire. What's up, man? I see you, bro. Always showing love. G-Man the Black Film Nerd. What's up, bro? Shout out to you. Brody Jamet Beleg. What's up, man? Appreciate y'all. First one's up in here, man. We got lots to talk about, man. I know I haven't made a video since the season started, but we here, man. What I appreciate about y'all is when I'm here, y'all pull up, y'all show love. I don't take that for granted. I really do appreciate y'all, man. It's just a crazy time in life right now where I'm just straight doing a lot, grinding a lot, man. So, yeah, man. When I do pull up, and hopefully that's more often. It will be more often, but I appreciate y'all. But anyways, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. The Golden State Warriors, they just might be. They just might be the best team in the league. The Warriors, they're looking formidable. They're looking potent. They're looking dangerous. They're looking lethal. They're looking menacing. They're looking dynamic, troublesome, fearsome. It's scary hours, man. I'm not just overreacting because this is my team and I love this team. It's the eye test. What I see with my eyes is telling me this team can do something special this season if they stay healthy. You know why? You know why they're going to do something special? Barring health. Because not only are the vets still as good as ever, nobody fell off. Steph is still as good as ever. He's locked in. He's ready for an MVP season. Draymond Green didn't fall off. He still looks good to his standards. Like defensively, he's the same Draymond he's been for the past 3 seasons, which is all you can ask for. Just played elite defense. Just limit the turnovers and hit your shots. That's all you can ask for from Draymond, especially now that you got Jimmy Butler in the mix as the second option. You don't need as much from Draymond offensively. Now that you got Al Horford and you got Quinn and Post, you got 2 big men that can hit shots, that can be release valves from that center position in terms of making shots when teams sell out on Steph and Jimmy. You don't need Draymond to make as many shots. You obviously would like him to make those shots, but it's not as much of a glaring hole in his team. But the reason I say this Warriors team is looking spooky. Spooky. No other than Jonathan Kuminga. Jonathan Kuminga has taken the leap that we have been hoping for, anticipating for the past 4 seasons. If you go through all my videos, and you can probably type it in right now in the search bar on my channel, just type in Kuminga on my channel. You can see all the videos I have titled The Kuminga Leap. Kuminga's coming. Pause. The Kuminga Leap is finally here. Kuminga's next up. I probably got like 15 videos with those variants of a title. The past 5 seasons, trying to just waiting for this Kuminga Leap to happen. Obviously, year one, you was hoping he'd come out the bat, take that leap. It didn't happen, but he showed some marginal improvement. So I'm like, okay, cool. Didn't play much in the playoffs his rookie year. It's all good. It is what it is. He's a young dude. Year two, hoping for the leap, didn't happen. It is what it is. Still a young dude. I think he was a young, for his draft class, he was like young, one of the youngest in his draft class. So I was like, all right, it didn't happen year two. It is what it is. Year three, I'm like, all right, it's for sure gonna happen. The Kuminga leap is happening year three. I was ready for it. It didn't happen. I was disappointed. I'm like, damn. Is it gonna happen? Last year, year four, the Kuminga leap has to happen. It's too much on the line. It has to happen. It didn't happen. In fact, he looked slightly worse. I was like, oh man. We're going to year five. He's holding out for a contract. This Warriors team is getting old. The leap ain't happened. What's going on, man? What's going on? And in my head, I'm like, look, bro. The only thing that matters is maximizing this window. Wardell, Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, Jimmy Butler. This window. These players. There's no young player above that is off limits in terms of maximizing the right here, the right now, which is the last remaining years of Steph Curry being elite. Because let me tell you something, before I get deeper into this Kuminga discussion, there will never be another Steph Curry for this franchise. Steph Curry will be the greatest player in Warriors franchise history, possibly for the next 30 to 40 years. Kid you not. Some of us are going to have grandkids by the time another player as good as Steph Curry puts on a Warriors uniform. So when I say anybody can go to maximize this window, that's why I was like over the Kuminga situation. I'm like, bro, this ain't it. This ain't it. The distractions, all this stuff, like, it was unwarranted. We got to maximize this time right here. And when that leap wasn't happening, the logical thing to assume is, all right, there's a clear line in the sand. Like, I wanted Kuminga to come back, but at a clear number that wasn't an overpay, where he was still an asset if it came down to moving on, if things didn't work out. I wasn't into overpaying just for the sake of overpaying, and I also wasn't into giving him away for nothing, for a sack of peanuts like the Kings tried to get. I was never on board with the poo-poo platter Kings bullshit offer, bro. It was crazy. What I wanted in a perfect world was for JK to take a leap and stay on his team as a homegrown talent. That's all I wanted. And I'm so happy that it's happening. I'm not one of these dudes that sticks to an agenda and is just a hater, just like you're a Warrior fan, but you be sticking to agendas and like your agenda is higher than a team's success. Nah, bro. I want the team to do well. And Kuminga playing well and taking a leap is not only exciting as a Warrior fan, it's in the best interest of the team. I'm on board, bro. I want to see this. I couldn't be happier. I was legit juiced. Like after game one, just seeing Kuminga, like the passing vision, the bounce passes, the rebounding, like all these things, man, that we have been asking. And in my defense, in a lot of people's defense, that was criticizing Kuminga up to this point. He wasn't doing none of this up until now. The consistency on the boards, the awareness on the boards, the relentlessness to go grab rebounds out of his position and go in and grab boards over defenders' heads and secure the board for his team, for the betterment of his team. Like the vision, the bounce passing, like trying to set up teammates. He would show flashes, but he would never do it consistently. And you could tell it wasn't in his nature to do so. But now it's coming more natural to him. And I think Jimmy Butler being like his true mentor is having a lot to do with that, because Jimmy Butler, if you look at Kuminga, Jimmy Butler's the type of player that Kuminga could look at and be like, yo, I want to be like that. Play style wise, in terms of just like his status in the league, this big power wing, has some skill to him. skill, but utilizes strength and his physical attributes. Multi-time All-Star. One of the best players on a championship team. Someone who's probably gonna go down as a Hall of Famer when it's all said and done. Bro, Kuminga looks at Jimmy Butler and he's like, I want to be just like him. It's easier for him to relate to Jimmy Butler than it is for Steph Curry because they're such different players. It's like Kuminga can respect Steph's greatness. Kuminga can respect Steph as a player and know he's the best player on the team and know, we're following behind this dude. But in terms of like a direct mentor, a direct model for his game, somebody that he legitimately can model his game after, is Jimmy Butler. That's who it is. And after this fiasco in the offseason, I feared that it would isolate Kuminga from the vets, but it seems to have made him closer, especially Jimmy Butler, who's had his fair share of shenanigans in terms of contract holdouts and whatnot. So if there's anybody on the team that can relate to Kuminga and feel for the youngin', it's Jimmy. You saw what he did in Miami. You saw what he did in Minnesota. Like, Jimmy Butler went on a legendary tirade in Minnesota. That was insane. Like, that whole practice thing. If you don't know about the Jimmy Butler Timberwolves practice game, look it up, bro. Jeff Teague has a hilarious story. He recants the entire thing, how it plays out. Just look up Jeff Teague, Jimmy Butler Timberwolves practice on YouTube. It's hilarious. Jeff Teague is comedy. But it looks like I was wrong, and I couldn't be happier. I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. I could care less, man. Like, at the end of the day, yes, I have a platform. Yes, I'm on YouTube. Yes, I appreciate the fact that people respect my opinion. But at the end of the day, you're not going to shoot 100 for 100 in terms of opinions from the field, bro. At the end of the day, I'm a fan just like y'all. The only difference is I'm stating my opinion in front of a platform. I see what I see. I speak my mind, what's on my mind at the time. And it's on the internet. And people pick it apart. People agree. People disagree. All that's fine, man. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to disagree with me. You can do whatever you want, man. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. That's what free speech is. So, hey, man. I couldn't be happier. Kuminga is hooping. Like, I love it, bro. Like, I love it, man. So the Warriors are looking good. And you know why? Because Kuminga playing like this transforms the team. The Warriors have two power wings. When was the last time the Warriors had two power wings that are dynamic offensively? They got Jimmy Buckets, the veteran version of that. And then they got Kuminga, who's this young, untapped version of that. Obviously, Jimmy Butler's going to do it more consistently because he's a vet and he's been doing this for 15 years. But now you got the young gun. You got Kuminga. You got JK. You got Jimmy Buckets. 6'7" wing. Power game downhill. Looks like it's finishing at the rim. He got a little more finesse on those layups. So his finishing at the rim is improved. His decision making is improved. His floor vision is improved. His rebound is improved. His shot, what is he shooting? Is he shooting like 50% from three right now? Obviously, that's not gonna hold all season. Kuminga's not no 50% 3-point shooter, but if he can maintain 37% on like 5 threes a game, maybe like I don't know, 5 might be a lot. Maybe like 4 threes a game, 37%. I'll take that. You give me that, and you're getting downhill, and you're knocking down free throws. You're applying rim pressure. What's Kuminga shooting from the free throw line? Is it shooting 80%? It's crazy, man. Kuminga being this balled in on the boards transforms this team because not only did the Warriors add size with Al Horford, you got Kuminga playing bigger. One of their few wings that they really have, their true wings, is actually playing big. He's playing up to his size. So now the Warriors' versatility in terms of like size, athleticism, and strength across the board, lineup versatility, is just like they can match up with any team in the league. You add Al Horford, who you saw what he did against Jokic defensively. I'm pretty sure Al Horford held Jokic to 1 for 7 from the field in the fourth quarter and OT combined. Old man Al, he can guard Jokic. He's not gonna like shut him down. Obviously, he did a great job on him, but you can put Al Horford on Jokic, And you got Draymond behind him. Now you don't have to put Draymond on Jokic the whole game. Now Draymond could play backline and give him some support behind him. Now they can match up with big teams. You can go big with Draymond and Kuminga. You can go big with Draymond, with Horford, Draymond, Kuminga, Jimmy Butler. Bro, Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler is the best backcourt in the league. I don't care what nobody say. Tell me otherwise. Steph Curry and Jimmy, when you put Steph and Jimmy Butler in that lineup and that's the backcourt, name a better backcourt. I dare you. You can't. You can't. Who's a better backcourt? I don't know. That lineup is nasty, by the way. Steph, Jimmy, Kuminga, Draymond, Horford. Nasty. You got size across the board. Kuminga, I would consider Jimmy Butler the shooting guard in that lineup. Jimmy Butler 6'7" shooting guard, 6'7", 225. Kuminga 6'8", 225, 230. Draymond obviously can guard any power forward in the league. His size is irrelevant. He's there. 7'3" wingspan, one of the greatest defenders of all time. Then you got Al Horford, who, as we witnessed, can guard Jokic. So the size across the board is there. You also now have the skill in the front court when you got Al Horford's passing and shooting, complementing Draymond with his defense. So you got more skill in the front court, size. The passing is there. You got two power wings with Kuminga and Jimmy, who's both dynamic. And you got Wardell. You got the chef, bro. You got 30. They still got to deal with 30, bro. It's crazy, man. This team is nasty, bro. This team is nasty. Let me hear what y'all talking about in here right quick before I continue. Let's see. What's up, Berserk? Matt BW. What's up, man? Maybe Shea and J-Dub on a good day. I don't even think they got J-Dub at the 2. I think they'd be playing him at... What they be playing? They play him at the 3 or 4. I know he plays the 4 in small ball lineups a lot. The OKC's best lineup, they got what? They got SGA, they got Caruso, J-Dub. I don't think they close with Hardenstein, do they? Unless it's like a big matchup. Yeah, I think J-Dub is more of it's more of like a small forward, power forward for them. But anyways, the fact still remains. Even if you want to say SGA and J-Dub, I'm rolling with Steph and Jimmy, bro. I don't care. I'm rolling with Steph and Jimmy. So yeah, shout out to JK. Shout out to JK, man. Because at the end of the day, and this is why the Warriors played this perfect and not giving up that player option. Because now, JK's hooping, they could just keep him. Like, he's hooping, you just keep him. And then you have a team option for next season, which means worst case scenario, you got him for next season too. And if he balls out, if he takes another leap, he gets even better, you can just be like, all right, JK, no hard feelings. We'll give you a max. If he earns it. No hard feelings here. You think JK's going to turn down a max from the Warriors? If they saying like, yo, you're the starter. I mean, he's the starter now. If he's playing better, you can only assume he's going to continue to be the starter. It's like, bro, JK, you're the starter. We're giving you a max contract. And this is your team. Steph Curry's 40 years old, bro. Like, after Steph, it's Steph Curry's team until Steph Curry hangs it up. But your time is on the horizon, and you're getting paid the max. No hard feelings. All good. JK's going to be like, all right, cool. So the Warriors played it perfectly. They didn't give up the player they didn't give up the player option. They kept that team option. They hold all the cards. Mike Dunleavy, Money Mike. Great negotiation, my man. Good job. Not only did you get Kuminga on this amazing contract, you also drafted Will Richard. Money Mike. But yeah, man. Bro, got new glasses. Bro, I've been wearing these glasses for like 6 months. It's crazy. I appreciate it though. Yeah, you're probably talking about like from like my older videos when I had long hair. I used to have my gold frames. But yeah, in relation to that, I got new glasses. But yeah, man. Also, I want to give Moses Moody some love because Moody has been hooping, bro. Moody has been hooping. knocking them down. I think he's shooting like 50, 60% from three, bro. Moses Moody, it's a killer. What I like about Moody, the moment that ball touches fingertip, bro, it's gone. He's letting it fly. He's unloading the clip, bro. He's getting it up, and the team is obviously empowering him because he wouldn't have this much of a green light if they weren't telling him to shoot every time. The team trusted him. I mean, Moody got a stroke, bro. He has a great looking shot. His shot has improved since he's got into the league. He sped it up a little bit. He's definitely improved on his mechanics. He had a little bit of a hitch, not a hitch, but like a little bit of like a dip into it. Shot. He's improved it. He sped it up. He's improved it. He's put the reps in. He's a hardworking kid. And I can't even call him a kid. Was he 23? He's a grown man. He's a hardworking dude. He deserves it, man. Moses Moody's looking good, bro. If Moody can just be, obviously he's not going to shoot 50% from three, but if he can just stay at 40%, yo, give me 40% on 6 threes a game. I would take that. And then you give me the defense, bro. It's all good, man. It's all good. So, shout out to Moses Moody. Shout out to Kuminga. Podge looks the same, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. He was a good player. Like, whatever y'all say about Podge, I know like a lot of the fan base can't stand Podge. It's probably because of the stuff he says off the court. Just take away like the stuff he be saying. Him as a player, the 19th pick in the draft, so he wasn't even a lottery pick. He was a 19th pick. If he was just a free agent, if you just take away the fact that he's on a rookie contract and you just make him a free agent in the NBA right now, he would probably get at least $15 million a year. You can agree or disagree. That's where I would put his value as. Like a guy like what's his name? Who's the sixth man for the T-Wolves that just went to the Atlanta Hawks? I don't know why his name is escaping me. But he's like a 6'6" guard. He does a lot of different things. I just can't remember his name right now. It's crazy. But yeah, that dude went to the Alex what? What's his last name? Come on. Oh yeah, NAW. Yeah, Nikolai Alexander Walker. Yes. I would say if Paz was a free agent, he would get what Nikolai Alexander got per year. But the fact that he's younger, he's only 23, and there's theoretically more room for improvement. Now, obviously, like in a vacuum, is Nikolai Alexander Walker a better player than Paz right now? You can probably say that, but Paz is younger. So there's theoretically more value, while as Nikolai Alexander Walker is probably the best he's ever going to be. This is like him at his peak as a player. Was he like 26, 27? So yeah. But anyways, whatever. So Pods, he looks about the same. His shot does look a little more consistent though. Like if nothing improves from Pods but his 3-point shot, and he's just been an extra year of experience, he's just a little smarter in terms of like the game and just like reads and whatnot, bro. We got Jimmy Butler, we got Steph. Kuminga took a leap. Moody's hitting shots. You don't need that much more from Pods besides hitting your shots consistently and just not getting abused. Like, just hold up defensively. Just be sturdy. You don't got to be like a lockdown, but just hold up defensively. Hold the fort. Just hold position, execute the game plan offensively, and hit your shots. And don't turn the ball over. And don't do too much. Don't do stuff that's outside of your skill set. That's all you need, bro. So, yeah. And Paz is one of those players. His skill set gets emphasized when he's around talent. When you put him next to Steph and Jimmy, and then you got Kuminga playing better, you got Moody playing better. Now he's playing next to Al Horford in the front court, just a smart, high IQ vet, big man. When he doesn't have to do as much and he can just kind of pick his spots and just chip in certain aspects of the game that go unseen, like the rebounding, like the drawing the charges, like the hitting the 37% from three. Secondary ball handler that can move the defense, that can like catch the ball, attack a closeout, keep the ball moving, keep the chains moving, attack the rim off a stagnated defense that's rotating, drive and kick, find an outside shooter, relocate, possibly hit that corner three. Just being that extra ball handler so that Steph, Jimmy, and Draymond don't have to like walk the ball up every time. and he's not gonna just turn the ball over like crazy. Defensively, yeah, he can't stay in front of like a lot of guards, but he can at least execute and he can at least funnel the offensive player into the right area to where help is, where Draymond's creeping, where Horford's at. So, yeah, that's fine. So Steph, Jimmy. I'm sorry. So Kuminga, Moody, and Pods. Yes, cool. Who else we got? Quentin Post. Quentin Post looks solid, man. He was battling against he was battling against Zubac. He was battling against Zubac against the Clippers. For those of y'all, I mean, obviously we all know Zubac absolutely just enough skill like around the basket with them little hook shots and little push shots. And he's so big that he's so close to the basket. It's just barbecue chicken. It's barbecue chicken, bro. I can't stand Zubac. So, but Quentin Post, he's almost as big as Zubac. He's almost as like Zubac probably got like 15 pounds on him, probably like 20. Zubac was like he's like big boy, like 280 or something. Quentin Post is probably like 240. Zubac might be like 280, 285 or something. I don't know. But anyways, the fact remains, Post got some size that can at least make it to where Zubac ain't like scoring on like a Nerf rim against our big men. Big men, when we're like trying to go small against the Clippers and Zubac is out there just having his way. Quentin Post is 253. Damn. Okay. All right. Say less. Cool. That's a good point, Retire. He says some of the fan base are expecting way too much out of Pods too early, and we still have Melton and Seth who haven't played yet either. That's another thing, man. Once Melton comes back, Melton's going to play at least 20 minutes a game to start. By the time playoffs come around, he's probably going to be playing like 25 to 27, depending on the game. Pods minutes is for sure going. First of all, GB2 was out of the rotation. Sorry, GB2. Sorry, GB2 fans. He's gone. He's out of the rotation. He probably shouldn't even be playing over Will Richard, to be honest with you. He GB2, I love him for the vibes. He's a warrior for life. He's a specialist. And as a specialist, he should be at the end of the bench. He's a situational player where you plug and play situationally for the specific circumstance. He should not be playing every night. I'm sorry. The Warriors had GB2 out there to guard Harden, and Harden still had 20 points at halftime. And on the other side of the court, GB2 can't hit a shot. He can't do anything. He shouldn't be out there every night. It is what it is. You got to get those minutes to Will Richard. And then once Melton comes back, Melton's getting his 20 minutes. So, Pods ain't going to be playing this many minutes starting next month anyways. So, for everybody that's expecting him to just basically turn into like Jalen Brunson or something, just because, like, yeah, he's talking, like, he's arrogant. He talks highly of himself. I've said this before. I'm going to say this again, man. Would you rather a young player have no confidence and you always got to put a battery in his back because he doesn't think he's worthy or he doesn't think he belongs? Or would you rather a young player, have confidence, and because of that confidence, he has this competitiveness to him? He doesn't shy away from the moment. He's at least he's in the mix, bro. Like, yeah, Paz ain't as good as he thinks he is, but he's in a mix, and he's in the mix as in he's gonna compete. He's gonna try his ass off. He's gonna show up. Paz is showing up versus a dude that don't got the confidence, and you don't even know if he's gonna show up. You don't even know if he feels like he belongs. You put him on the court, he doesn't think he belongs. If he doesn't believe, what makes you think that his team is gonna believe in him? Like, you would like, and another thing, bro, the NBA is the top 450 players in the entire world. The entire world, millions. 450 players. Every single player that's in the league has this delusional confidence in themselves because that's what was required. It was a prerequisite for them to get to this point that they're in. You can't get to this point in basketball competitiveness being one of the 450 best players at the top of this sport in the world if you don't have this confidence in yourself. Now, should Paz be more uh, media savvy in terms of like not being and be a little more humble about it? Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. But for the segment of the Warriors fans that's like they want him to fail, just to have like a ha ha I told you so you're not that good moment, ain't that like a little contradictory? It's like you're a fan of the team, you want the team to do well, but you also want Paz to do bad to prove a point. What do you get out of that besides the team not being as good? It's kind of weird, don't you think? Anyways, that's that. But yeah, man. So, JS Win, what's up, bro? I see you. Chief Beef, what's up, Luke? I see you, man. I see you, brother. I see you. He said, Chief Beef said, I heard Kerr mention that Kuminga has a starting spot. Moody also seems to have improved defensively on closeouts. Yeah, it's Kuminga's spot, bro. If Kuminga's playing like this, there's not five other players better than him on the team. Simple as that. And he plays a premium position, a 6'7" wing that plays with force, that's playing too. And also, Kuminga is our best perimeter defender right now. Like, GP2 has taken GP2 is not as good defensively as he used to be. Now, obviously, like in like key moments, Kerr is still probably gonna like depend on GP2 just because he's a veteran. He has more experience in these moments. He's probably not gonna make as many mistakes. But in terms of just like our best overall on-ball defender for like wings and guards, it's probably Kuminga. Now, Kuminga's gonna make mistakes, but he also has the upside of if you allow him to work through those mistakes and you give him enough leash to figure it out while getting, counsel from his vets. And also, he has not only Draymond behind him defensively, backline, he also has Al Horford now. So now you have him out there. You got Jimmy Butler in the back line swarming. You got Draymond Green swarming. And you got Horford anchoring too. He has a way more help behind him with just veteran smart defenders to where now you could put him as the on-ball guy and just sick him on teams. He's like, yo, go get him. JK, go get him. Just stick with this dude. So that's very exciting, man. Yeah, GB2 makes more mistakes because he's not as athletic. So there's not as much margin. So the margin for error is a lot less. Like before, GB2 made mistakes, but you just couldn't see it as much because he's like a freak athlete. But now that he's less athletic, his gambles are way more costly. Bro, look how many times GB2 gambled in 2022 championship run. GB2 was gambling a lot, but he was so athletic. He'll close gaps. He'll get these breakaway steals, these pick sixes. And it looks good because it's like he's making the plays. But now he's slightly slower, slightly less athletic. So when he gambles and he doesn't get it, now he's out of position. And now he basically just gave like the offensive player a runway with a 4-on-5. And they're either going to break the paint or kick out to a teammate with an advantage. And then the whole defense breaks down. And GP2 is just sitting there just doing what he does where he's just like staring. Or he just like does like the little, what happened? But yeah, bro. So very exciting stuff, man. The Warriors are the oldest team in the league, but they got young dudes that are finally contributing. If there was ever a tube timeline plan, this is what it would theoretically look like. And it took, this is going on 5 years for the timelines to kind of align. Like Kuminga and Moody are in year 5. Paz is in year 3. Post is 25 years old. Will Richards is 23 years old. It's not like the Warriors. It's, you know what I'm saying. It took like 3 seasons of letting these dudes kind of just not getting a return on investment from these young dudes before it finally started to look the way it's looking now. Like obviously the Warriors wanted how it's looking now to look when they drafted Kuminga and Moody. They wanted Kuminga to look like this and contribute like this as a rookie. They wanted Moody to be like this as a rookie. That wasn't realistic. Probably expecting this in year 2 probably wasn't realistic either. But now it's finally coming together going into year 5. Now it looks good. And there was always this question. It was always this thought that, well, by the time they come together, Steph's going to age out. If you would have said five years ago that, look, Kuminga and Moody are going to contribute and play meaningful basketball, but it's going to take 5 years. It's going to take half a decade in the league for them to finally show signs. And at the time, Steph was 32. You'll be like, bro, that's too late. It's too late, bro. Steph is 32. He's gonna be washed. He's gonna be done by that time. Fast forward 5 years later, Steph is just as good, bro. He's just as good. Doesn't matter. Wardell. He's him, bro. He's him. But yeah. Yeah, Kuminga definitely should have went to college, bro. But he had to get that bag. The G League, they pay you like a professional. I mean, you're a pro, so they pay you like that. This is before um this is before college was paying athletes for their likeness. I think that was like what, a few years after Kuminga. So the NLE money or whatever it's called. But anyways, so yeah, the Warriors are 4-1, impressive wins. The Nuggets win. Aaron Gordon. First of all, they blow the Nuggets out of Aaron Gordon wasn't shooting like fourth quarter Robert Ory. Like this dude, Aaron Gordon, bro, legendary Warrior killer, by the way. On the Mount Rushmore of Warriors legend killers with the GOAT Nas Reed, Will Barton back in the day before he was washed. Who else? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Aaron Gordon was just, what did he go for, 9 for 10 from three? It was ridiculous. But yeah, if he doesn't shoot like fourth quarter Robert Ory, I mean, the Warriors blow out the Nuggets. They blew out the Clippers. The Grizzlies were light work, but they're not even a contender, so it was like whatever. And then Lakers, they didn't have LeBron, but I don't give a damn, bro. That ain't our problem. You play who's in front of you. LeBron's 40, what is he, 43? Yeah, he gonna miss some games, bro. He's old. He's old, bro. If any Laker fan like, we didn't have LeBron, who cares, man? He's old. What you expect? Of course he's not gonna play every game. Of course. That's y'all problem. These other teams have no remorse for the Warriors when they got players out. They don't give a damn, bro. They gonna brag and roast you just the same, whether Steph's in the lineup or not. So I ain't trying to hear none of that, bro. But anyways, yeah, man, it's a lot to be excited about. I'm extremely happy, man. The Al Horford edition was a perfect signing. Perfect signing, man. Couldn't have gone better with that signing. This was a great offseason, man. Let's recap. Draft Will Richard. Day one contributor. Day one rotation level player. You sign Al Horford. The Warriors singled out Al Horford from the jump as soon as offseason started. Probably before the offseason started. Before free agency. They was like, yo, Al Horford's our guy. There's other names they could have pursued, like Aiden, Thomas Bryant. No, I was playing. And there was a lot of Warriors fans. And there was even like quote unquote analysts or talk show guys or like they were saying like, yo, the Warriors, they got to get Aiden over Al Horford. Al Horford's old, man. You just go get Aiden. You gonna just add this athleticism and his size and his skill. I'm like, and I was already, y'all can rewind and go back to my live streams in the offseason. I said it right here in this chair, in front of this camera. I said, give me Al Horford over Aiden any day of the week, bro. For a championship team, give me Al Horford. I said that. I know some of y'all in here remember me saying that. I don't need to run a tape. I know I said that. And I was right. Al Horford is a better player than Aiden at 39 years old, bro. Some people, not y'all, but some people just think, oh, age, automatically he's washed. Some people ain't watched a second of Al Horford tape last season. And just because he's of his age, they automatically just discounted him as an option and said, not interested. Go give me DeAndre Ayton. And ain't watched no tape. Come on, man. It's crazy. But anyways, and we seen that on the court when the Warriors played the Lakers. Ayton was a lick at the rim. He looked as clueless as ever playing defense. Just clueless, bro. He doesn't know what's going on out there. What is he, like 27 now? 27 now? He still hasn't put together defensively. He never will. He don't got it, bro. He don't got that passion. He ain't trying to hoop, bro. He ain't trying to hoop like that for real. Come on, man. That's not a championship big man, bro. It's not. Can he get his stats every now and then? He'll get his little numbers. He'll hit when that little that little push shot is going down. It looks good. Whatever. He gets some boards. Maybe he'll get a block every now and then. All right, cool. Whatever. Give me Al Horford with the silent stat line where he has like 2 made threes, like 5 rebounds, like 2-3 assists. You know, no turnovers, no fouls or 1 foul. He's making the right play all night. He's just solid defensively. He's not making mistakes. Give me that over Ayton's one good stat line every like 2 weeks, bro. Come on, man. Stop it. But anyways, man. And obviously the Warriors knew what was going on because once Ayton got bought out by the Blazers, people were like, "Oh, is the Warriors gonna?" Because the Warriors were like, they were like locked in on Horford, and people were like, "Yo, are the Warriors gonna like switch their attention to Ayton now? Or are they gonna abandon Horford?" The Warriors was just like, "Come on, bro, Ayton, let him go to the Lakers." The Warriors are probably hoping he goes to the Lakers. They're like, "Yo, let the Lakers use their money on Ayton." Because that's just money they won't use to compete against one of the players that they want, which was Horford. Horford wasn't going to the Lakers anyways. He already said the only team he was leaving the Celtics for was the Warriors. So that was never really a problem anyways. But the Warriors, in the Warriors' mind, when they heard that the Lakers were locked in on Ayton, they were like, "Yo, this is perfect, bro." Because as the offseason progressed and Kuminga was holding out and Horford technically couldn't sign, imagine if the Lakers were applying full-court press in Horford's ear the entire offseason. Like, "Yo, We'll give you this money. We'll give you this money. Like right now, we'll have you sign right now." And then this Kuminga situation is going into October, and Horford's like, I mean, playing in LA ain't too bad. I mean, play with Luka, play with LeBron, live in LA. All right, whatever. Warriors, y'all ain't gonna. All right, whatever. Nah, they used their money on Ayton, and the Warriors were like, "Yo, thank you, bro. Appreciate it." So yeah, man. Everything worked out. And by the way, Lakers fans already want Ayton gone, bro. They already roasting him. They already got him in a trade machine. They got that trade machine queued up, bro. They got like 3 tabs on their laptops with like Ayton trade scenarios going. Like they're trying to like get that going, bro. They're trying to pack his bags. They're trying to get him up out of here, bro. Ayton, I'm afraid he's gonna get run out of town before the trade deadline. I fear. Those Lakers fans are relentless, man. But anyways, man. Yeah, I appreciate y'all for pulling up, bro. Yeah, Al's a dog for sure. Matt Blow, he's a dog, bro. Like you don't play this long you don't play this long in the NBA if you ain't a dog, bro. Gotta be a dog. Gotta be a dog. Yeah, Quinton Post, little hook shot coming along a little bit. Quinton Post he's solid, man. I like Quinton Post, bro. I like the Warriors have so many options now. Like against the Clippers, they started Quinton Post at center. They wanted to go big against Zubac, but they still wanted to bring Horford off the bench. They can do that. They got 2 options that stretch bigs, that half size. They can push shooting at the center spot without giving up size, man. And they got 2 options to do it. It's crazy, bro. I've never seen this before. Like the Warriors got 2 stretch bigs that are viable options where you don't have to choose between size, giving up size, or giving up the shooting. You know, Quinton Post isn't like some elite player, but like a 7-foot big man that can shoot and he's gonna punk defensively. Like, and that's a valuable player. Ugh. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for pulling up on me. The Warriors are definitely stacked, man. It's gonna be crazy when Melton come back. It's scary hours, bro. This team is top to bottom stacked, man. Yo, shout out to you, Agiet. I see you, brother. Welcome to the VIP team, man. Y'all see that? Shout out to you, bro. I see you, my man. But if you got any questions, bro, just drop it in the chat. I got you. But yeah, man, this team is stacked, man. When you add Melton to this team, you add Melton, and if Melton's anything like he was last season, and which he should be fully healthy, he's gonna be a full year removed, 12 months from the injury. He's gonna be he's only 27 years old. He should be fully healthy. He should be the same player he was theoretically, if not 95%, man. Like ACL tears aren't as bad as they used to be like 15, 20 years ago. You know, so just like modern medicine, just these training regimes. It's not a death sentence, you know. Like an ACL tear for he tore when he was 26. An ACL tear for a 26-year-old isn't like the end of your career. He should make a full recovery. So if Melton comes back the same player he was last season, it's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap. It's already a wrap, to be honest with you. You know, let me slow it down a little bit. Let me slow it down because I know the haters is waiting for me to get crazy and talk crazy so they can like. I don't even care what they do, y'all. If the haters are watching, man, the Warriors haters, man, that like to tune in and hate watch other teams like creators and like see what they saying, whatever, bro. Let them hate, man. It's all good. I welcome it. I welcome it. Dom the Goat said, low-key, we need another forward because we have too many guards. I like the guard depth because Steph's 37 and Jimmy's 35 and Melton's injury prone and Pods is always seemingly banged up. So you're going to need some guard depth, man, to get through the season. We're only 5 games in, so you don't, obviously, everybody's fresh, but when you're like halfway through the season and Steph's missing some games, you're gonna like look for some bodies, bro. You're gonna need some dudes out there that can contribute in a backcourt. So, yeah, them Laker fans is quiet right now, bro. That Homer Simpson meme where he's like backing into the bushes. That's Laker fans right now, bro. Them dudes are silent. It's crazy. Yeah, starting lineup with Melton healthy. I don't even know. Do you start Melton over? I think Moody should start, to be honest with you. I think it should be Steph, Moody, Jimmy, Kuminga, Draymond. But if Melton comes back and he earns that spot, you do like Steph, Melton, Jimmy, Kuminga, Draymond. Off the bench, you still got Horford, Moody, Pods. Nasty, bro. This team is nasty. Woo! Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. We in business, baby. We back in business. Let's get it. This team is nasty. Yeah, man. Let me see if y'all got any questions. By the way, if you enjoyed the video, if you enjoy the content, man, go ahead and drop a like. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It means a lot, man. It means the world to me. And I appreciate every single one of y'all that's in here right now. So if you haven't, go ahead and like the video. If you won't, you don't have to. But, you know, it does help. But, yeah, bro. Austin Reeves is going crazy. I'll give him that. But it's all good, man. How we living, y'all? Do I see JK in the Iggy role? That was Hark who goes. Nah, man. Kuminga's a completely different player than Iggy. Completely different roles. It's not really a comp for what Kuminga's doing, bro. He's kind of like the way he's playing now. He's baby Jimmy Butler. Like he's just baby Jimmy. You know, scoring, physicality, rim pressure. Now he's added the playmaking to his skill set. You see him in the post making plays for others. You see him getting to the rim. He's rebounding now. He's baby Jimmy. So the Warriors got Jimmy, then they got baby Jimmy. So it's lit. it's dope, man. But yeah, Iggy is just a completely different type of player. Iggy was a player that I was never cared about. Never was really tripping off his own scoring. He was always just trying to get his team involved. It was defense and playmaking for Iggy. That was kind of like his priorities. And then for Kuminga, is more so scoring. And then, you know, everything else kind of falls into place behind that. But yeah, anyways, y'all, I am going to cut it here because gotta be up early, man. I'm on the grind, bro. And for those of y'all that's like, give y'all some clarity, bro. For those of y'all that just feel like I don't stream as much, trust me, it's not because I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Now, without getting too deep in like my personal life or whatever. Just know like I'm grinding and I wish I could stream more, but circumstances are what they are, man. And when y'all do show up and we got these times where we can just kick it, man, just talk some Warriors, I cherish it, man. I always appreciate it, man. And every one of y'all that pull up, man, it's like y'all like family, bro. I really do say that. The people in here that I see all the time, every time I'm streaming, y'all pull up, even if it's like a random announcement, and y'all pull up, bro. Noti gang, I see y'all. It means a lot, man. Y'all family, bro. So, thank you, man. I am gonna call it here because I gotta get ready for my day tomorrow. Then I gotta head to sleep pretty soon. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, the Warriors 4-1. They looking fearsome. They looking good, bro. I'm loving what I'm seeing from the young dudes. I'm loving what I'm seeing from the vets. I'm loving what I'm seeing from Steve. Steve has been diabolical at times though with the lineups though. I will say that. Like even though overall Steve is doing all right, he's been a little diabolical, bro. Like I swear to God, I forgot what game it was. This dude Steve had Pat Spencer. This lineup was insane. He had Pat Spencer. Was it Pat Spencer? Pods. Bro, this dude, it was a four guard lineup. He had Horford, Post, and Draymond on the bench, and TJD. I'm like, bro, you got four centers, you going with a four. It was crazy, bro. I can't remember the lineup, and it wasn't even like your four best guards. It was like three like near in rotation guards plus like one good guard. Nah, I'm not talking like that. Like one good guard. Like our team is good. Like we have a lot of depth, but it was a diabolical lineup, bro. This dude Steve was in his bag, his 4-guard lineup bag that time, bro. He was feeling crazy, bro. But anyways, yeah. Chief Luke, bro. There was a lineup where I kid you not, Jimmy Butler was the center, man. I'm like, bro, Jimmy Butler is literally the center. Then you got Pat Spencer out there, and I think GB2 was running around too. At power, GB2 was a power forward. They had Jimmy Butler. It was crazy, bro. This dude Steve it was nonsense, man. Straight nonsense. It was for anybody, bro. Whoever knows that specific lineup, drop it in the chat before I hop off, bro. I need to laugh at this lineup one more time before I go to sleep. I need to see it, bro. Who has the lineup? I know somebody got the tape. Berserk, you said it was against the Blazers. Who has it, man? I need to see it. Pods, Buddy, Will, GP2, and Jimmy. There you go. It's for Tyre. Shout out to you, bro. You always pulling up with the stats, man. I like that. Bro, this dude Steve. Bro, this dude Steve had Pods, Buddy, poor Will Richard at the 3. This dude had 6'2" GP2. Bro, me and GP2 is the same height, by the way. Me and GP2 is the same height. I think he's probably maybe an inch taller than me, maybe. But I've seen him in person, like at the game or whatever, walking past him. We're basically the same height, bro. He might be like a little bit taller than me, bro. He had GB2 playing power forward. It was crazy. It was nonsense. And then they had poor Jimmy, 35-year-old Jimmy at center. Just ridiculous, bro. Steve didn't give a damn. That damn Steve. Anyways, y'all. Besides Steve being diabolical with the 4-guard lineups every now and then, I like what I'm seeing. We're going to continue to monitor the situation with the roster, man. As of now, the Warriors looking like the best team in the league. So until proven otherwise, obviously it's the OKC's crown until they lose because they're the defending champs. Whatever, bro. The Warriors are the best team in the league, man.